I bet with Interbet only. They're a fantastic site. I've never had any issues with them. They are very professional. There's never a problem. You deposit money, 2 seconds later it's in your account. You withdraw, which I do very occasionally, and I believe it's also 2 seconds it's in your account.
Race 3 on the card is a Fillies and Mares 80 handicap over 1,750 metres off at 12.55. It is the first leg of the place accumulator. It's a very competitive handicap. They're betting 9-2 the field. Before we discuss the runner's chances, let's have a look at a rerun, that of Maria Carolina when winning at Hollywoodbets Scottsville on the 22nd of March, and that'll be followed by an interview with Peter Muscat, who saddles Rocky Reef.
Maria Carolina, though, comes forward powerfully at the 200-metre marker. Keegan de Miller says go. Maria Carolina's got a half a length to spare. Crazy Blues on the inside. The harder they try, the more Maria Carolina's giving. Maria Carolina for the win. Crazy Blues second. Cabon Capi. Puff of smoke and a photo with her running on.
Yeah, she's a very clean-winded filly, so she doesn't tend to need her first-up runs. She lost her way a little bit in Cape Town. She just refused to travel anti-clockwise, so she was all at sea every time she ran there. She didn't discredit herself, but she also came down in the ratings, which will assist. So she must be considered for the back end of quartets.
Peter Muscat has got a number of very interesting runners at Hollywoodbets Scottsville on Sunday the 30th, and Rocky Reef could certainly bounce back to best now that she's on home territory, Warren. We saw the rerun there of Maria Carolina. The obvious question, she has the form. She's won her last 2 starts. She goes well for Keegan de Mello's at 5 goes on her for 3 wins and 2 placings. So he hasn't put a foot wrong as Keegan de Mello on Maria Carolina. But the obvious question is she fully effective, or will she be fully effective over the extended trip of 1,750 metres? What's your opinion?
You know, when she ran the 1753 starts ago, she ran 4th close up. But yeah, I don't think I think she's vulnerable at the 1750. I'm not going to say she doesn't go over the 1750. I just think she's vulnerable. This race, I'm going to load up, Graham. I'm not too wild about this race purely because I think it's quite competitive. Maria Carolina obviously got an outstanding winning chance despite the fact that she's vulnerable over the 1750. This is obviously not her favourite course. Her stats are far better at Hollywoodbets Greyville, but she's won and placed at Hollywoodbets Scottsville, 60.5. Bit of an awkward draw.
It's interesting that Keegan de Mello's got off Escapologist to ride Maria Carolina. He won on Escapologist last time out. That one has no stamina doubts.
No.
That goes 1750 comfortably, and has decided to stick with Maria Carolina. So that's interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Well spotted. And Keegan has all these lovely rides that he can choose from. And yeah, but an interesting observation. She's impressed me, Escapologist. She's just improving and improving. She's only rated a 78. She's probably way better than that. And then, of course, High Rebellion. Stuart Pettigrew's in town for Mr. Ackerman. Interesting runner. Ice Sensations, talented, but is returning from a bit of a rest. So you can make a case for quite a few. I like Rocky Reef's comments from Peter Muscat. I don't like this race, Graham. I'm going to be loading up as much as my budget will allow me to.
Well, I didn't like the opening leg of the bipod. I'm not overly enthusiastic about the second leg of the bipod. I've included 5 horses here. You're right, Stuart Pettigrew's in town, and he'll make his presence felt. He's got number 3, Quiet Rebellion, which needs to go in. I've included number 6, Grandi Orechi, because Gareth Van Sale's stable continues to produce results. Number 7, Escapologist. Number 9, Maria Carolina. And then my first choice, my hesitant first choice, although drawn out deep, would be number 10, Family Favourite. So that is the third race on the card. It's the first leg of the place accumulator. Not an easy race to nail your colours to the mast, so we suggest you include a few of the horses in the opening leg of the place accumulator and even more in the second leg of the bipod. But for me, number 10, Family Favourite at 13-2 does offer some good each-way value.
My name's Danny Diliberto, founder of Ladles of Love. It was founded back in 2014. Communities we work with are all over the peninsula, and we're working with 138 beneficiaries now. We've grown exponentially. We've been able to do that because of all the kindness that we have experienced from individuals and corporates such as Interbet, who just want to be part of the change.